Dear Diary, so today is my first diary entry talking to a camera instead of talking to myself like in a diary entry. And today I want to make it a very special diary entry for 2021 because I finally got my the 3-leg stand and a proper microphone for my channel. And I would really want to talk about the artisanal house. The artisanal perfume that I want to talk about is Blue, and here is the bottle, Blue Everland. And this bottle I bought it myself, so this is autumn. So here is the bottle. I have used it and more than once apparently, and I also decanted it and gave it to some perfume lovers who bought perfume decant from me. I really think that the artisanal perfume house in Malaysia really need more exposure, so that's why I would like to really talk about it in this episode. So this is autumn. I bought this as my first perfume from this artisanal perfume house, Blue Everland. And according to the perfumer Shara, she said her house is basically the secrets of nature, as is written on the box in here. So Blue Everland Artisan Perfume, we are local perfumer formulated our own fragrance tribute to nature and give perfumer the freedom to express her own vision of nature. So perfumer uses her experience traveling around the world to trigger her olfactive sense and share it with everyone else through her hand blend or handcraft perfume. So she will make sure every scent will bring back memories that no photograph can capture. So this perfume, after I talked to Shara, the perfumer, she told me that she actually made this for herself for her long flight to Korea, and she wanted to have a very relaxed flight journey, so she made this scent. This is really a very relaxing scent. This is not a scent that you wear just because you want to garner compliments from people or you want to get eye roll from people. No, this is a very soothing scent. This is all about sweet orange. In the beginning, I got a huge dose of sweet orange, and other than sweet orange note, I also get a very prominent vanilla and sandalwood essential oil note in here, which is very soothing and creamy. The sandalwood mixed with this vanilla that is not too overly woody. It's nothing like a pencil shaving kind of sandalwoodiness. It's more like a creamy, very creamy, soothing kind, and there is a certain amount of sweetness in here. And I believe that if you wear this to work, it would really, I wore this to work, and it really set me, give me the calmness that prepare me to face the challenge of the day. And according to Shara, most of her clients buy this from her as some kind of perfume oil that they use before they sleep. It's like having a conversation with your best friend, with your best girlfriend. Sometimes in the cruel Wild West out there, there's nothing that can soothe one better than a scent. So this is Autumn by Blue Everland Perfumery. The next perfume house, artisanal perfume house that I would like to talk about is Tiger Lily. This is White Tiger. I bought this actually the day before that I bought this, my white cat just passed away. She was the first cat I had ever owned, that I had ever raised by myself, and she had been with me for almost 9 years. So when I came across her house and when I was browsing through her webpage, I saw a perfume called White Tiger, and it immediately made me think about my cat. So that's why I bought this one actually. So this perfume doesn't really, to me it doesn't relate to my cat, but it's a very, I think it's a very niche scent. It lives up to the name of niche perfumery in Malaysia, because it definitely does not smell mainstream at all. So according to the website, I have to open there. So White Tiger features the note of tuberose, geranium, ylang ylang, strawberry, mace, black pepper, lime and gula melaka tincture, civet and cruelty-free civet, and also sustainable oud. Well, actually, according to Michelle, the perfumer, the White Tiger here is actually a counterpart of her Tiger Lily signature. This is like a male counterpart of that perfume, but I got this one because it reminded me, the name itself already reminded me of my cat, so I bought this one. So when I first sprayed it, I really got this woodiness, spicy woodiness, almost herbaceous. My guess is it could be very green, very spicy, very herbal. My guess would be black pepper and also geranium. And this perfume takes me on a journey. This is not a crowd-pleasing kind of scent. This is not like you wear something like black opium, you wear something like flower bomb to garner compliments, or you wear something just to get people to ask you what you're wearing. This is definitely a very skin scent kind of experience, but it develops and it changes and it comes to life on the skin, I would say. So as it dries down, I do get a fair amount of tuberose. I would say I do get that amount of tuberose. This is not the tuberose that you can expect from designer perfume, the only one intense tuberose. It's like a sweet apple, that kind of tuberose. No, it's not anything like that, nor is it a very niche high-end tuberose like the very green, very coconutty tuberose from Carnal Flower by Frederic Malle. It's also not something like that. This is a tuberose that has a facet of greenness, and the tuberose actually changes. It doesn't just stay green or coconutty or buttery. It actually develops, and slowly the white element starts to show in this fragrance. It is as if the tuberose here is the white tiger that emerges from a dark forest. I would imagine myself as in in the middle of this lush forest where the greenery, the undergrowth is just it's just so thick that I can't even see my own feet, and the sky is dark. I mean, apparently the leaves of this forest just cover up the sky, and then there's no sunlight, but out of this darkness there is this white tiger who is slowly approaching, as in it's like a very magical creature. So the tuberose behaves that way, kind of like a bright light coming in from a very dark forest background. So I also do get some, I don't say I get a lot of oud, but there is certainly some kind of darkness in here. There is a little tiny bit of civet, not too much, not too, not something that could make me recoil. It is there, like a touch of animalic. And another scent from this house that I really enjoy also is actually this one. I asked her if she has made any perfume using her homemade tincture. So she said she has one, and it has chrysanthemum tincture. She actually gave me two choices. One is the marigold tincture and another one is a chrysanthemum tincture. So I chose chrysanthemum because believe it or not, I was actually searching for perfume. I am still searching for a perfume that features the note of chrysanthemum, specifically the Chinese tea kind of chrysanthemum. So it is very apparent in here. I asked her what is the name of this perfume. It's just a vial. It's just a 2 ml vial, but I really enjoy it. And she said that the name of this perfume is called Chinese Hallway. Chinese Hallway. So I really like this scent because it really brings back memory of me and my sister following my father to the local Chinese herb shop in Seremban, my beloved hometown. And you know, when you walk into a Chinese herbal shop, you would see these packets of dried herbs and also sometimes dried flowers, especially dried chrysanthemum. So the initial blast is this lovely memory that I have, this dried chrysanthemum flowers. It's really, 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 you know, it's like a travel down the memory lane. And as this fragrance develops, it actually captures, for me, it actually captures the dry woodiness that I can still remember walking into the herbal shop. And although the pathway, the hallway for the guests could be, you know, could be just cement, but I remember that behind the counter, you would hear them walking about, and it would be the sound of their shoes on this wooden plank. It's very loud, and yeah, and they would be very busy going here and there fetching all the herbs from different drawers, and there is some kind of dried herbaceousness from here. I'm not sure which one, but it's not too in your face, kind of dried bitter herbalness. It's very lively, I feel. You could almost call it aromatic, but the chrysanthemum is here throughout the whole wearing, and I could even hear the bakers that the uncle used to, you know, the Chinese uncle in the herbal shop. They didn't use calculator back then. They used bakers to calculate. So I think the woodiness maybe comes from the wooden plank that they, you know, behind the counter, or even from the wooden drawers that they keep all the herbs and all the dried flowers, dried herbs, and also the abacus. I could even hear the sound of the abacus, ta 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 ta. You know, it's really endearing for me because it really brings me down the memory lane, and this is a good one. This is a good one, and I you know, once I use this, I recommend this to my friend. I told my friend about this perfume, and I really hope that Michelle from Tiger Lily can get more, more people can get to know her brand, get to know her house, and it would be a very different kind of experience venturing into the artisanal niche perfumery houses from Malaysia. So that's all from me now. So if you have tried both of these houses, one is Blue Everland and one is Tiger Lily Perfume. If you have tried this, don't forget to comment down below to share with me your thoughts, and do interact with me. And if you can, please click the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you like. So see you in the next one. Bye.